PantyNectar. Welcome to another juicy episode of the PantyNectar podcast. It is your host, PantyNectar, here with my lovely co-host, Mr. P. Welcome.
Hello, PantyNectar. How are you, dear?
Lovely having you.
So good to be here once again on the PantyNectar podcast. So excited.
I am excited too. It has been a really fun 2 years now that I have been doing this, and it's just been a crazy, wild ride. If you have been around since the beginning, then you know that it all started with some anonymous letters getting sent.
Yes.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to head over to PantyNectar.com to read that story because it's a good one. Long story short, someone sent my Reddit pictures and info to my mother. And that kind of just set this on a really cool trajectory because I did not see it going this way. But I realized real quick that there is a need for more positive energy in this kind of space. And that has just kind of kickstarted everything about PantyNectar. It's been a crazy, wild ride.
Yeah, it's been over 2 years since that happened, right?
Yeah.
Your cake day there is May 6th. May 6th is when May 6th, 2020 is when it all started. And, I know that you were just doing it as kind of just a thing to do. And then, you talked about the letter the infamous letter, if you will. And that just really changed the dynamic of where you were taking PantyNectar. I don't think it was your necessarily your intention to bring it in such a huge way like it is now. PantyNectar is a massive force in this not safe for work world, but you're doing it completely different, and I'm really proud of you for the way you're doing it. And like you said, it's there's so much going on out there, and everybody does things their way. And, we wish everybody nothing but the best. But one thing that you do notice is a lack of, one, lack of authenticity, but two, also a lack of just kindness, in this space. And it's easy because, there's so, truly you have millions of fans that, so many people you're bombarded with attention, if you will, right? And you can't let that go to your head or anything. And you do a good job of, I know that all you do is spend all day responding to fans. And that's because, even though it's someone may just be an emoji here, but I know you want everybody who messages you, whether it be in a DM or a comment on Reddit or Twitter or whatever, you want everybody to know that they mean something to you, and that doesn't go unnoticed, and that you're truly appreciative of them. So that's awesome.
Thank you so much. It's very sweet. Thank you. Yes, it's a lot of fun, and I do enjoy doing it. And it does take a lot of time for me to do it, but it's something that I love. And, I just feel like there's just, especially here lately, but there's always so much hate and anger and sadness in the world. And so if I can do my part to spread a little bit of love and happiness, then I will gladly do that because, especially if you're part of the OnlyFans section, then, I try to motivate you all day long through your workday. I try to get you up and going and excited about it because I think life's really too short, and it's something that you should be excited about. And then you always get the people that are like, well, I'm going to my fucking job that I hate. And I'm like, well, why? Like, why are you going then? Like, go do something that makes you happy. Life's too short. And, I just want to show more people that you can be happy and live your life. Those things can coexist in the same realm, and it's very possible. So
yeah, absolutely. And even when that there's always forces around you trying to pull you in one direction or the other, and I think something that may be beneficial for your community here is because everybody deals with negative comments, right, or whatever it may be, and you're no different than that. I know all your fans here, on the live stream right now, and everyone listening on the podcast, they just absolutely adore you, as do 99.9% of the people. But there is the 0.1%, that they're always out there and they're vocal and saying mean things or trying to get at you or whatever it is. And just rude comments, here and there. And, the best thing, I guess I should ask you, how do you deal with them?
I don't. I really think it's that simple. I think when you spend time on thinking about it, and when you spend your energy thinking about it, then that's less time and energy you're spending putting out what you really do want to put out, which is love and happiness. And so you can't spend any time on that. And I'm not even perfect at that. There's still things that I'm like, man, but I think one thing that's different is at the end of the day, I hold myself accountable. And so I ask myself, like, is what they're saying true? If it's not, then why does it bother me? If it is true, then maybe that's just something that I need to work on. Right. Like I have no ego when it comes to that. And so I know I'm an imperfect person, but I think that's where the line gets drawn, is when like what your worth is and what you put in. And when people say dumb shit, you're just like, you must have a lot of hate in your heart to take the time to click on me, to type out your comments and then to click send. Like, that must have taken a lot of effort. So I hope that your day gets better, and I hope that you stop hurting as much as you are, because that's just what that is. So,
but thanks for the karma.
Yeah, and thank you for the upvote, sir. Yeah, no, you come across. There are girls that I like to help in this space as well. And that's something that I think they have the hardest time with. And I have to tell them, like, look, when it doesn't even deserve your time. It doesn't deserve attention. It doesn't deserve anything, because all that is that person's pain bodies wanting those reactions from you. And when you don't give it to them, you stop seeing less of those things. Because I know, like, with my stuff, like, I will just block somebody and delete it and move on. Yeah. Whereas other people will keep it on there, and maybe they'll go back and forth and be like, well, I am worth that, so what do you fucking mean? And then they start, and it's just like, whoa, we have enough negativity in the world. People don't come on Reddit to see dumb shit like that. They come here to relax and to see love and just like release. So why would you, so I think it's very important to teach as many people and tell as many people as you can to, like, just not even bother.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We have a few people popping on live stream saying hi. Jorge,
hello,
Dan, Lex 7.
Hello.
Hi guys, how you doing? No, I completely agree, PantyNectar. It's one of those things you can choose to you can choose to respond, and then all that's doing is just letting that eat at you, and it eats you alive, right? I mean, and we've talked about this. It's crazy, because out of the hundreds of comments and interactions, or thousands that you get a day, that one or two, sometimes, like, if it's a negative one, you'll be like, why did that guy say this? Mm-hmm. I did this, and this. And like, and you have to remind yourself that, that realistically, most everyone absolutely loves what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And if there's those that don't, sorry, that's not a shot at them or anything. It's just the realization that you can never make everybody happy.
No.
Period. You can do everything, you can try, but at the end of the day, all you're doing is trying to make other people happy versus living for yourself, finding your true self, the authenticity, and then people will gravitate towards that. Mm-hmm. The people that do, and then the ones that don't, and there's no harm, no foul there either.
And if you find yourself surrounded by a lot of negativity and a lot of hateful things, then maybe you need to take a look at the energy that you're also putting out, because you attract what you put out. That's just fact. And so I think it's important to be kind of mindful about the thoughts that you think, and maybe the way that you think about people or speak towards people or things like that. And if you have that shift, you might see a little bit of a different shift happening around you as well. You may see a change that you like that you didn't even notice before.
Yeah. So that is a great way to look at how you deal, or not deal, but the kind of the inside the mind of PantyNectar and the positivity that goes there. What are some of your favorite things that you've done over these past 2 years? Is just some things that may be a little different that people would like to hear about?
So I was actually just thinking today, I was like, man, I've been doing this for over 2 years now. And, you know, I have come across the funniest people, the most down to earth people, the craziest things ever. But a couple of the things that stuck out to me that I thought would be great to recap on the podcast, because a lot of people sometimes haven't heard these things. But one time I did a custom that was for this guy that wanted me to eat powdered donuts naked. And I think I was like 7 months pregnant. I had a huge belly. And so that was a lot of fun you videoed that for me and helped with the assist on that one because I was so big at the time. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So how'd that go? What did you do?
So I think I was in the bathroom and I was up on the counter, one leg propped up, completely naked, and grabbing powdered donuts out of a powdered donut bag and literally just like eating them nice and slow.
Those white powdered donuts, right? Just like the cheap ones from CVS or whatever.
The 99-cent ones, yes. Yeah. Eating them nice and slow in front of the camera. That was hilarious. I actually had a lot of fun with that one.
That was a good one. But that's not the only custom you've done. You've done, of course, many, many, many of them. What are some others that kind of stick out at you?
Okay, some other customs. So, one that I can remember that was a lot of fun. So typically my customs are more along the lines of just like play with your dildo, do this, whatever, or they're like blowjobs, easy, regular stuff that people are into.
More common things.
Things, yes. So this one guy wanted a custom and he was like, okay, this is the scenario that I want. Can you call me by my name and act like my friend is your boyfriend and that he's not there? And that was the first time that I had to like actually act out a custom because everything else is like natural, but this one I had to like role play a little bit and act out. Used you as well.
Yeah, I got used. I guess you used my dick.
I did.
Well, if that's how I have to be used in life, I guess I'll sit here
take
and
one for the team, twisting your arm. That was a lot of fun because that was just like you and I were having a lot of fun with that and laughing, and
that was fun.
That was probably one of the most fun customs.
Yeah, because the thing was, right, like the guy who was requesting the custom,
I was like, "Oh, your friend's not here."
That's what it was, right? I mean, he was playing along the lines of he was wanting you to cheat on him.
Yeah,
and you were supposed to be his girlfriend.
Oh, that's right. And
you were cheating on him with his best friend.
Yes.
Which in this case was me. Right? Right?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I don't fuck anybody's girlfriends or wives anymore.
Yeah.
Sometimes them things just sneak up on you. It's not even, like, it's like all of a sudden.
Where is this going?
All of a sudden, I don't know. I was thinking of fucking girlfriends and wives. I don't know. It's just like, but I've turned over a new leaf. PantyNectar has just made me change my ways, I guess.
Oh, interesting.
Not even if they ask you to. Oh no, Dave, are you talking to me specifically?
If they ask.
Well, I mean, if you want me to, that's a different story.
Yeah, we've definitely had a lot of fun. One of the more fun, a really fun memory that I have with PantyNectar is when I had just gotten the website like revamped to where I thought this is before the new revamped website. This is the previous one.
Okay.
And so I had done a lot of work on it, spent a lot of hours making it what I thought was the best website in the whole world. And I was going to go live. I believe this was either Christmas or New Year's, but I think it was Christmas. So I was going to go live for the first time on the website. And this is a great story to tell.
It was the PantyNectar Ho Ho Holiday live stream, I think is that's what we called that.
It was so funny.
That's what it was,
yeah. So we were going to go
Randy
live.
will remember.
Yes, we were going to go live for the first time on the website. And it was going to be really cool because we hadn't done anything like that before. I'd always used platforms to go live on other platforms. And so this was a big step. So we're like counting down, about to get on the live stream, and something goes wrong with the coding in the website. And for some reason, the video would not translate onto the website. Small error on my part, but I didn't realize what it was at the time. So I'm freaking out, can't get the website up. And then, instead of letting it get to me and get the night down for us and ruin the mood, just improvised, and we went live on Discord. And Discord's a little different because like on video chats, you can only do like 25 participants in one room. It's crazy. So it's like if you accidentally pop out, like someone will take your spot like that. So it's almost like a Russian roulette. Like when we open this channel, you got to get in fast. And like sometimes, I even accidentally leave and then like got to kick people out to get back in, to be able to get back in. But that ended up being a lot of fun. We ended up like reminiscing. I think I screen shared and we like reminisced all night about like old video games we had all played, and like just stayed up, I think till 1, 2 in the morning with the Discord family. Like that was so much fun.
Yeah, it didn't go the way that you thought it was going to go at all, right? I mean, like,
no.
I think you had plans of doing this whole live stream thing, and then it just turned out to be like a hangout session on a Saturday night. It just happened to be, well, I don't know if it was a Saturday night, but it was Christmas night.
Yeah.
And it was just like a relaxing night with everybody chilling and hanging out there. And it was Discord, so everybody could interact and talk. And I remember we were screen sharing, like you said. And then like somebody said something about like PlayStation or Super Nintendo, or PlayStation, right? And like we started looking up those old video games on YouTube. Remember Twisted Metal? And
didn't someone look up like a trucker stripper game or something? What was that?
Man, there was some
y'all were bringing some old stuff up.
Yeah, I didn't know all of them, but and then like everybody was going off on the Spider-Man game and shit. Like watching all like Spidey throw his web. Like, Mr. P, yeah, that's me right there.
We got to talk about crypto. We got to talk about we talked about David Goggins, about all kinds of stuff. Eckhart Tolle. Yeah.
Yeah, the Discord crew is cool, man. I wish I could spend more time in there. There's
I know.
A lot of cool people there.
Randy is amazing. Angry Badger. All the people in there are just amazing. I am actually very, very grateful for the Discord family. And I say that because there are a handful of people that have been in there since the very beginning. And like, if you have been in there since the beginning, you know that we have had to go through so many things. We've had to change so many things. We try to keep things, up to date. And I say we because I have some amazing mods that really help me out as far as like when people have questions, they're there to answer them when I may not be able to. So I am very, very, very grateful for those people. Kev, yeah. I cannot do it without you guys. And so if you're watching or if you're listening to this Wednesday morning, I want you to know I'm so, so, so grateful. You guys are so welcoming, and
Delirium as well.
Delirium,
he's been there forever.
And there's a couple guys.
Randy,
Link, like there's a ton of people we can name, but you guys are always so welcoming, and I'm just so grateful to have like you guys represent what I would want PantyNectar to represent. You guys represent love and happiness and motivation and welcoming people in that are new, that like don't even know anything. Like you guys have patience, and I'm just forever grateful for that, especially that little community. You guys have been in the ins and outs, so you have seen how much we've grown and what we've overcome. So I'm so grateful.
And the Discord community, you talk about this to me frequently, is you want to keep it open to everybody, right? And that's girls and content creators as well. It's everyone is welcome there, But the only requirements is that you have to be yourself. So the authentic you. and enjoy your time there and interact with people. It's great. Really cool. Dave on the live stream asked, I guess he's talking about the video game. Super Metroid.
I don't know what that is.
I don't think it was that game, Dave. I could be wrong.
No,
but,
this was like truckers or drunk truckers or something. What was it called?
I honestly don't remember, but I remember like we looked at some different games that we were like, where, like, man, I must have missed this.
Like, y'all played this? What is this? Yeah.
So what else you got going on, Panty Nectar?
That's all I have for this episode, but I did want to just cover a few things. I'm still sending stickers out as much as I can. There's so many of you guys, and I'm so grateful. It is so amazing. So if you have not gotten stickers yet and you would like some free Panty Nectar stickers, then please just head over to PantyNectar.com. There will be a button there that says free stickers or something. You'll be able to click that and put in your info. For right now, we're just doing US, so it's just for people in the US right now.
And can you explain why? Because I know you've had some people ask that question.
Yeah, so sending you guys stickers right now, it already takes me money to be able to send to people in the US. So being able to send overseas is just so much in shipping to get over there. And I have to mail it differently. It takes a different envelope, all kinds of stuff. So bear with me. We're working on things. But for now, I'm trying to get out as many as I can to you guys.
It's simply cost prohibitive for you to ship out overseas for free, at least, which right now you're doing these completely complimentary, which there's hundreds and hundreds so far that have just letters that have gone out. So
I need to make a time lapse of me like cutting the stickers. You guys, I cut each individual one because they're on a roll. That would be a fun video to show one time, just sitting there.
But the international community is just as important as anybody else, and so hopefully we can figure out a way to get those because I know that there's a lot of people overseas that want to know that there's people in Australia and Europe,
Canada,
everywhere. Canada, it's like, man, Canada, seriously, it's just like right there.
I know.
You can't just throw it over there.
I know.
Of course, we're nowhere near Canada. We're in the United States at least. Right?
All right. Well, thank you so much for popping in and spending some time listening to this episode. I'm forever grateful, and I hope you have a kick-ass day.
See ya.